Drinking buddies, what are the top 16 best whiskeys of the year? And can we narrow it down to just one? Let's find out.
I'm your drinking buddy.
All right, drinking buddies. So before we get started, I wanted to share a few honorable mentions. Things like this. Larceny B522. It's the best Larceny barrel proof I've tasted, but it's still not good enough to make the list. Booker's, this Kentucky Tea batch is really nice, but I preferred Little Book, and I didn't want to have both of them in there. This Delbach Ode to Isla is a really solid bottle, but just didn't really fit with any of the other whiskeys in this flight that I'm planning for Whiskey of the Year, and so therefore that's the only reason I knocked it out. Barrel Batch 33. There's a barrel that I like better than this one slightly. So that's the reason why this one didn't make the cut. Benchmark, Foolproof. Great bottle, great budget bottle, great new entry into the budget bottle category, but not quite good enough to make the list. So start low proof. 95 and lower. Eagle Rare Total Wine Store Pick. Loaded with cherry, just an awesome, easy sipper, amazing. That one's going to be on here for sure. Next up, we have this Sentinel Rye. It's 92 proof. This is from Whiskey Delbach. It's going to be MGP rye that was finished here in Tucson with some mesquite charcoal filtration and mesquite barreling that give it some extra uniqueness. MICHTER'S Toasted Sour Mash. This one makes the list, and therefore I had to cut Baumburgers and Shanks. I didn't want to have. I'm only trying to keep one from each major company in it. There's going to be several of these that are sourced from MGP. No way around that. But I'm not putting multiple bottles from MICHTER'S in here. I'm not going to put multiple bottles from Makers in here, etc. And last up for the low proof category, I wanted to put in this high-end Wicked Straight Rye. 90 proof, aged 5 years. Really solid stuff. Really like this one. So we got 2 ryes in here, a bourbon and a miscellaneous, because the sour mash isn't technically either. Let's jump it up to the next category, which is around 100 proof. We got Frank August. This guy is a really solid 100 proof bourbon that's believed to be sourced from Willet. We don't know for sure, but really nice bottle. A beautiful bottle too. It comes in a very beautiful package. I don't expect this one to do very well in this because there's so many other heavy hitters in here, but it could be a dark horse. It's that Cinderella story. Next up, we got Jack Daniel's Bonded. I'm going with the Bonded, not the Triple Mash, because I prefer the Bonded. I know a lot of you out there prefer the Triple Mash. I prefer the Bonded. My tournament. Knob Creek 18. Now, this is going to be one that I could potentially see winning it all. It's so good. Not over-oaked, delicious flavor. It doesn't even taste like Knob Creek. Knob Creek is good. It's a great bottle. It's peanut buttery and sweet and caramely, and this is oaky and unique and amazing. Love this bottle. And then last up for this category is going to be the Wild Turkey Unforgotten. So this is going to be a brew rye, so blended bourbon and rye and finished in a rye barrel. And it's sitting at 105 proof. All 3 of these are 100, but that brew rye Unforgotten I think is going to have a real good chance of winning it all. Next up, we're going to go to a little bit higher proof range. We have Barrel Vantage. That's the reason that Barrel couldn't, Barrel Batch 33 didn't make the list. I didn't want to have 2 barrels on here. This one's finished in Mizunara, French, and Toasted American Oak. Really, really good bottle. This guy has a real chance of winning it all. This is a Four Roses OESO, barrel proof, aged 11 years, 3 months. Phenomenal bottle. Another one that I could see having a chance to win it all, BRTO2. So BRTO2 makes the cut, not BRTO1. Sorry, BRTO1, I prefer BRTO2. So this is going to be rotated barrels throughout the rickhouse that are finished with French oak staves, sitting at 109.4 proof. The Four Roses is 108.4, and and the barrel Vantage is 114.44. Last up for this category, new RIFF single barrel. This one's sitting at 108.9 proof. Really solid bottle. I think that has a chance to do well in this tournament. Last up is going to be our higher proof category. We have this WILLETT 6-year purple top. This is 124 proof. That has a chance to win. Little Book Chapter 6 to the finish. This is 117.4 proof. And then mixed up, I wanted to have another rye in here, and this one definitely is a very solid rye. This is the Senator. It's barrel proof 6-year rye out of Indiana, MGP, 114.8 proof. Last up, Georgia Heartwood Fiddler. This one's sitting at 116.4 proof. All right, drinking buddies. So we have our top 16 whiskeys of the year. We got to narrow this down to one. So I'm going to do 5 episodes, blind 1, blind 2, blind 3, blind 4, and the winners of those 4 blinds is going to go into a championship to find out what the best bottle of 2022 is. Cards on the table. I don't have a George T. Stagg. I don't have a Pappy 23. I don't have a Pappy 15. I don't have a William LaRue Weller. Chances are some of those bottles might win. I don't have a King of Kentucky. I don't have an Old Carter from this year. So cards on the table. This is my list, and I'm eliminating super unicorns. I think probably the most unicorn bottle up here is probably this WILLETT or maybe the Four Roses. Everything else up here is obtainable-ish. You got to do some hunting, you got to do some fighting to get it, but you can get them. Meanwhile, the ones I just mentioned, the Pappies, the BTACs, you just can't. You can't get them. They're so hard to get, so I didn't want to include any of the super unicorns. Yes, there are a couple unicorns up here, but nothing in that ultra unicorn category. But I'm going to have my wife pour these double blind each round. I will not know what's in each round, and eventually we will have a winner. 5 episodes. I'll try to keep them coming real quick, but it's going to be a challenge to film all these because I can't film all this in one night. It's going to take me quite a few. Thanks for watching, Drinking Buddies. So soon you'll be seeing the top bottle of the year. We'll see you in the next one.